You're watching ABC News 24. I'm Daniela Intili. The Islamist Hamas movement has put all security forces on a 24-hour state of alert after 2 days of deadly clashes with Israel. This is an ABC News 24 update. I'm Daniela Intili. Barry O'Farrell has become the 42nd Premier of New South Wales in the biggest landslide since post-World War II history. Christina Keneally stepped down as Labor leader after conceding defeat, ending 16 years of Labor government. Yemen's embattled President Ali Abdullah Saleh is closer to negotiating the terms of his departure. You're watching ABC News 24 and our coverage of the Japanese quake disaster. I'm Daniela Intili. If you've just joined us, this is the situation as it stands. The death toll is expected to exceed 1,000 people and more than 500 are missing. Japanese police say more than 300 bodies have been found in the northeast city of Sendai, the closest major city to the epicentre, where there's also been a major explosion at a petrochemical complex. The massive 8.9 magnitude earthquake struck 382 kilometres northeast of Tokyo, unleashing a 10-metre high tsunami along its Pacific coast, one of the worst quakes in Japan's history. Day 3 at Augusta, and while it was a young Northern Irishman leading the chase, defending champion Phil Mickelson was keen to launch his bid for a fourth Masters title.
We know his short game's first class, but that's magnificent touch.
He'd have to get past a young Aussie coming off a scorching 64 that was one stroke shy of matching the course record. Jason Day started 2 shots behind leader Rory McIlroy. There's no place like home, or in the Hawks' case, they're home away from home.
Bangs it through.
But it was the Eagles producing a dominant first-term display thanks to 2 goals from Josh Kennedy. Surioli marked his return in style.
All the way home!
But West Coast kept the pressure on, trailing by just 1 point at half-time. Hawthorn's Twin Towers got to work, with Jared Roughhead setting up Lance Franklin's third.
Franklin!
But it was Buddy's 6th, delivering the killer blow.
Awesome!
The Blues hit the front when Edward Curnow snapped, the lead then changing hands several times,
He'll put the Bombers in front!
only for the match to finish in a dramatic draw. Daniela Intili, 9 News. The Heritage Round, a timely reminder for 2 struggling sides looking to turn back the clock. Some great vision from Luke Walsh put Penrith on the front foot early.
A chance on the wing, and the Panthers will score first. And
Sydney's Ty Keneally could play his first game for 2011 when the Swans try to continue their unbeaten start against the in-form Geelong at the SCG tomorrow night. Tonight, Richmond take on Premiers Collingwood at the MCG. The Tigers are hoping Jack Riewoldt can give the Pies' defence some headaches after all the controversy surrounding him this week. Despite Australia's early exit from cricket's World Cup, it still retained its place as the world's top-ranked one-day side. India, which beat Australia in the quarterfinals and went on to win the tournament, is ranked 2nd. Hussey will be lining up for Western Australia's Sheffield Shield clash against Queensland tomorrow. Meanwhile, Australia's cricketers have laughed off reports they're under investigation for spot fixing in their opening World Cup game against Zimbabwe. And the Waratahs have left Sydney for New Zealand for Friday night's clash with the Crusaders. The round 3 match will be played in tribute of the 29 miners who lost their lives at the Pike River mine and those who died in the Christchurch earthquake. Still on rugby, Sonny Bill Williams is expected to make his Super Rugby debut for the Crusaders in an emotion-charged clash with the Waratahs on Friday night at Nelson. Queensland captain James Horwill will be sidelined for at least a week after injuring his ankle during his side's heavy loss to rivals New South Wales. And Juanita, sacked forward Brendan Favola is hoping to play in the VFL.
Thanks for that, Daniela.